Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing what not to say to artists if you don't want to, get them angry. First thing, especially for digital artists, you do X, that's not real art. Art is subjective. If anyone ever tells you this, if it's not a member of your family, give them a swift smack across the face. Just kidding, I don't condone violence, but still, they deserve it. Because art is extremely subjective. Just like beauty is subjective. They always say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if art is subjective, or if beauty is subjective, so is art. That doesn't make painting real art. Everything's real art. I feel like the only other artists who really get this is probably people who use, I don't know, maybe charcoal as a medium, because I don't really see many charcoal people who proudly say, oh, I do charcoal. I don't really see that ever. So if you proudly do charcoal, could you please, come out of hiding? You need to be added to the clusterfuck of art types, okay? Digital artists are pretty voicey that they're real art. Because, well, yeah, real art, and if anyone says that, they have poop for brains. But y'all need to be added to the clusterfuck of art types. Please, if you proudly do charcoal, come hang out with us other artists. I promise it's not that toxic of a community. Next thing is, oh, that doesn't look like X character, so X character must not be what you're going for. Just because it doesn't look like a character in the coloring doesn't mean we weren't trying to make that character. It just means maybe we were having a bad day and coloring isn't exactly a strong suit for today. The next thing is guilt tripping. This is a big, huge one. Recent conversations. I was on Spot a Friend, where I meet most dickheads, and I was talking to this guy. Okay. And then he goes, oh, cool, you're an artist. I suck at art. Okay, well, I don't. I get you're trying to flatter me, but it's really not working. It's making me feel guilty that I can do art. Because I know there are other people without my talent. It takes years of dedication to get to somewhere that could be considered good by society. Me, for instance, I've been painting traditionally since I was 6. And yet I still can't do traditional art for the life of me. Why is this? Because it's just not a medium I'm comfortable with working with. The medium I am most comfortable with is the medium I use, which is digital. So all it is about finding your golden medium. Like, seriously. Okay, this one doesn't really affect me as much because I ain't a traditional artist. And oh shit, I did it all the wrong layer. Gotta restart. It doesn't affect me because I'm not a traditional artist, but the people who will be like, oh, can I look through your sketchbook? No, you can't look through my sketchbook. Clearly. What I do is I draw what comes to my heart. So if I was really angry and I drew something, mainly you as a chicken head, then since you were the one who wanted to look through my portfolio, don't get angry when you see that picture of you as a chicken head because you were the one who wanted to look. It's not just those types of people that do that. It's also like parents who are supportive of your art career. I'm not talking about parents who are like really supportive. Like you'll post on social media and they'll repost your art. I'm talking about the parents who are like fake supportive and they're like, their Aunt Cindy comes over, or whatever you want to call them, whoever your right aunt is, and they'll be like, oh, my child drew this, and then just take your freaking sketchbook and show it to your aunt, and then all that angry art is shown, and like, you'll get called a devil worshiper by your great aunt. Even though really you aren't. You were just really angry when you were making that art. So, of course it's gonna look like anger art. Because it is anger art. You were angry when you were making it. So what's anger art? That's what they need to understand. You're not a devil worshiper. I mean, you can be, it just depends on the person. Like, I'm not a devil worshiper for sure. But, point is, you don't want your Aunt Cindy just randomly looking through your art because you'll get called a devil worshiper because it's anger art. Or the people who will, like, sit over your shoulder while drawing, those types of people who are annoying too. The next type of person, or the next thing you shouldn't say to artists if you don't want to get punched in the face, is what was I thinking? Oh yeah. Oh, that's ugly. Bitch, it ain't finished yet. Wait till I'm finished and ask for your feedback before you give me your feedback. Like, sure, critique is nice while I'm in the midst of drawing, like, oh, you missed a color there, because I like to fully render things. It's like my new style. Like, that's nice. What's not nice, however, is when someone's like, oh, your art is ugly, without even realizing it's not fully finished yet. So you're just sitting there with your back to them, and they're like, that person can't even do good art. And then you're just like crying because you got told your art sucks. And you most likely want to give up on art now. Even though it was your passion for the last freaking 14 years of your life. And these types of people just really aren't. That type of comment just really isn't helpful. Because obviously the art is unfinished. You saw it, it didn't look finished. Yeah, you said it looked ugly. That's on you, bud. Also, if you're curious if this art is going to be in the thumbnail, no, it's not, but I think my reference for Orihime over here, oh my god, it can't, will be in the freaking thumbnail, because he's cute. Like, honestly, he's one of the cutest Patrick Swayze characters, and I've never even seen the show. Like, oh my god, I just want to wrap him up in a blanket and keep him now. But that's getting ahead of myself. Anyway, don't be a dick to artists. Don't be a dick to people. And, I'll see you next time it's socially acceptable for me to upload.